So you as an accent coach are going to benefit greatly from your own self-awareness, which we talked about in our last mindset video, and that of your adult students. So your students are pretty much going to be all adults that are looking for accent reduction or modification or some sort of speech improvement. And as adults, they are more self-directed. They're more internally motivated. They're more accountable. They're more engaged in their learning. And they're more aware of their learning style, whether they're an auditory learner, a visual learner, a hands-on learner. Usually it's a combination of a couple of things. They're also more goal oriented, and they're looking for practical solutions to their problems. So you're going to have your own goals as well, because you're going to be doing an initial assessment and you're going to be doing continuous assessment throughout your lessons as you listen to your students, and you see how quickly they're attaining something. Maybe something is a little bit more difficult for them, or maybe it's like, oh, we need to add this in. So you're going to be doing that continuous assessment, which you're going to have to share with your adults, students, and they'll be open to that. But they also want to be working on their goals, which may be the same as yours and maybe not. So it's going to be more of a collaboration. And they're looking for relevance to their lives. Like, how is this going to help me in my career? I'm having a problem with, not that comfortable with doing online meetings. I have to do presentation. I don't like doing speeches. Or it could be a social situation. Maybe, before in their own country, they were the life of the party. They were really social, really outgoing. They could go into any social situation and be comfortable. They could draw in people that were shy. And they're finding that here, not so much that way. And it's really sad for them. And it's sad for us to hear that. But on the upside, we know we can help them attain those goals. For example, one story I heard was a man that wanted to ask this woman out on a date, and this woman was a English as a first language a person, and he didn't do it, or he's been hesitant to do it because she loves food, and so he thought, a great date would be going out to um, a restaurant or some different food trucks where you could experiment with different foods. And he just didn't want to do it because he said, my pronunciation's bad and I'm going to be so embarrassed when I have to order something. So that was, I felt really bad for him, but I also felt good because I knew I could help him. So that's the great thing about being an accent coach, and being aware of your students' mindsets towards their situation. They worry about their competence, how competent they are. Even with you, how competent they are going to seem to you. And we know that doesn't matter, but it doesn't matter, but it's so important to them to feel competent. So what you can do is you can draw on their previous and current experiences and knowledge. You'll find out what they do in their work, um, and maybe hobbies, and make them feel good about that, and so that can get transferred into their learning situation with you. So If you have any questions or comments about this, please don't hesitate to drop me a DM or, write it in the comments because I would be more than happy to answer them for you. So I hope you have a great rest of your day and I'll see you soon.